living in the bush was, different for me. I'd grown up in Minneapolis, a big town. So living out in the bush and first in a tent and then in a tin hut with a sand floor, no electricity, no phone. So all that was a little different than maybe I had expected. But still, we wouldn't trade it for anything. Oh. A lot of the places where we were, the church had never been there before. So it took a little time to mentor or disciple people to have them be ready to be the leaders. And so there was that, the training was a very big part of what we did.
Some of the training that we could do would be to help them to grow in their Bible knowledge, their organizational skills, and those sorts of things, so that their training could be elevated to a higher level. It was a real privilege for us to work with the Africans and to be challenged ourselves in how they reached out to their neighbors so quickly and so easily with the good news. When we were first in the West Pokot in northwest Kenya, the only communication we had with the outside world was on the real lightweight blue airgrams that you would write on both sides, fold it in thirds and post it. And we would answer people's letters, and then it had to wait until the next trip to town to be posted. And there was about a 3-month turnaround time from the time somebody would write to us. We would receive the letter, answer the letter, send it back, and they would get our answer. And then during our years over there, it went from that to emails. And people would expect answers within minutes instead of months.
Another really big thing was the approach to mission. Oftentimes, in the past, people would go and say, well, we need to start a school, we need to start a clinic, we need to do this and that. And by the end of our time, it was much more approaching the community, doing some training on community development and what that means. And then for them to say, okay, this is what we need in our community. And for us to encourage them to start small, to use their own resources and build on that. And maybe in the future, they could get money from the outside, maybe to fund something larger, but a very different approach to missions and, say, community development that we were involved in.
It changed from doing development for the people to doing the development with the people to helping the people do the development themselves. Mm-hmm. They had a lot more ownership of the results that way.
For sure.
Doing missions isn't just something you do in Africa or Asia or someplace. Doing missions is across the street or across the town. We're all engaged in doing missions because Jesus sent out his disciples to go and make disciples, teaching them to obey. And that mandate is for all of us, even yet today.
God is changeless. And we just need to remember that and be standing on his word in the things that we do. And if we do that, then we know that he is faithful to carry things on. So we stand on that foundation, and that helps us to navigate through all the times of change, standing on a changeless foundation.